Late Bloomer Podcast. Up early with it this morning, man. We starting off with the capture of Antoine Massey. We're gonna get into it this morning. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Here we go.
Big news that Antoine Massey has been captured in Holly Grove, one of 10 inmates who escaped from the Orleans Parish Jail 6 weeks ago today.
He's in the city of New Orleans. Let's get live to Jonah Gilmore where this capture just went down. Jonah.
Yeah, Travis and Gina, we did confirm that Antoine Massey has been arrested, and we're getting reports that arrest happened here in the 9400 block of Strolets Street here. You can see there are some what appears to be detectives leaving the scene right now. When we got here, we saw several plainclothes law enforcement officers with guns. We saw a K9 unit. A lot of these vehicles that we have been seeing have been unmarked units with black tinted windows that they have been getting into. Moments ago, I did speak with neighbors off camera who tell me that this been going on since around 1 o'clock this afternoon. They tell me that they heard a loud commotion, and when they came outside, they saw several of these vehicles parked into this home where you're looking at right now. They tell us that they heard the dogs barking. They saw several law enforcement officers out here. They were encouraged to get back into their homes as that investigation was taking place. But right now, we can confirm that Antoine Massey has been arrested, recaptured, as you mentioned, 6 weeks to the date that he left, escaped the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office Justice Center. But this home right here, neighbors tell me that early today, they were actually talking to the homeowner who was recently cutting the grass. So it's kind of unbelievable to hear that something like that happened here. That Massey was able to be here if he was here at this home. But neighbors shocked to see this all going down in their neighborhood. We'll be here doing too much social media shit. We'll be here trying to speak with some neighbors to get an idea of what actually happened throughout the day and bring you the very latest on air and online. Reporting live in New Orleans, Jonah Gilmore, WDSU News.
All right, Jonah, we'll be checking back with you soon. So new details tonight about how Massey was captured in New Orleans. We are now learning the sheriff herself got a tip about his whereabouts. Exactly. WDSU reporter Jasmine Franklin live outside the Orleans Parish Jail. What you've learned, Jasmine.
Yeah, Gina, Sheriff Susan Hudson says this morning she received a tip personally notifying her that inmate Antoine Massey was spotted at a home in Hollywood.
I be liking to
that
see
tip led to
the black women news reporters and shit now, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Massive search efforts before his arrest.
This is a major step forward in our efforts to restore order and accountability after this serious incident.
Sheriff Susan Hudson says she received a tip that Antoine Massey was already facing in Holly Grove Friday morning, just about 2 miles away from the Orleans Parish Jail that he escaped from.
I want to thank our community for reaching out to me personally to provide the information directly leading to Antoine Massey's capture.
Multiple law enforcement agencies surrounded the home, and by 3:30 p.m., he peacefully surrendered to police after being on the run for nearly 6 weeks while posting several videos on social media claiming his innocence. 33-year-old Antoine Massey is back in custody.
It's pretty obvious over the last 6 weeks to remain a fugitive that long. He had assistance, he had help.
And while 9 of the escaped inmates are now back behind bars, the search continues for convicted murderer Derek Groves.
And we just ask the public to continue to trust law enforcement, and that we will eventually locate Mr. Groves.
And tonight, state police say Massey was likely assisted by family or friends or someone he knew, and more accomplice arrests are likely.
All right.
Let me see, man. How y'all doing this morning, though? Nas versus Jim Jones. How y'all feel about that? We just running through a few topics, man. Nas versus Jim Jones. Jim Jones said he done made Nas more viral than he's ever been, though. You know, I guess he was saying now he called it cap to it himself. But what y'all think about it? Is there any truth to it? Here you go, right here.
Pattern is a really important part of the Serena.
He said he more relevant.
And it's part of our...
Dudes out of Atlanta. Do y'all agree with Jim Jones? Kind of like his name. And then like, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this now. And it took a whole life. I'm a hip hop head. I'm gonna turn the camera around so y'all can see my face. Y'all can see that I'm serious. Man, I'm a hip hop head. I fell in love with music and, you know, early 90s. It's the thuggish, ruggish bomb. All that shit. Crazy, Lazy, Tasha, Biz, Wishes, and you know what I'm saying? The whole movie. So, getting fucked up on fight night. So listen, in saying that, man, Jim Jones really spoke some truth though. He's not a better lyricist than Nas, but when it comes to the music business and the rap business, Jim Jones has been more relevant in hip hop than Nas, man. He can't compare, but I'm being real. Nas kind of like Player Flat, bro. I'm just being real. Like, Nas shit probably don't went platinum over time. They probably gonna bust me over the head for this shit, bro. But when the last time a nigga been listening to Nas, bro? Come on, man. Nigga, we ain't listened to Nas for real since One Mic. All I need is one mic. Nas is a terrible beat selection, man. Nas, that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit though, bro. Just being real. Jim Jones been kind of lit since my high school days. I'm just being real. And even to this day, he's still making music. I would listen to Jim Jones right now before I listen to Nas, bro. Jim got one single, but fuck the single. Jim Jones got some shit that a nigga can listen to, though, G. Nas, all that shit was in the 90s, though. Let's be real, though, bro. If you still listening to Nas, bro, right now, you in your 50s, in your fifth, I ain't trying to take up for Nas, bro. I ain't trying to discredit him, bro. I just know you ain't listening to Nas, though, bro. Right now, in this day, though, bro. A nigga ain't listening to Nas, bro. Jim Jones spoke no lie. Jim Jones spoke no lie. Nigga ain't walking around listening to Nas, bro. Nigga ain't listening to Nas since 2005. Cut it out.
Life of its own, man.
But I said, although he asked him the question, it's like, people don't know that the question was
answered. Growing up on the net before it was even spoke about.
When I listen to what
Jim said, you look, they shooting. That whack ass shit. I'm with Jim Jones on this
how
shit.
The mixtapes ran.
Give me 5 classic Nas songs there. Since you talking about he made classic. Why nigga talking all that bullshit? Call in, my nigga, and you give me 5 classic Nas songs, bro. Why a nigga talking all this shit, man? Nas ain't got no motherfucking classics like that, bro. Alright. Good rapping ass nigga.
Diamond.
But you know what? At the same time, Jim Jones is saying that niggas at your age just done diversified their portfolio too, though. They ain't really got a rap like that. He said they got disgruntled vibes. But listen though. I agree with Jim Jones to a point where like I said, I don't feel like Nas ain't been shit since the 90s when it comes to hip hop though, bro. So Jim Jones saying he been more relevant than Nas when it comes to the music, I agree with it though, G. He might not be a better artist than Nas when it comes to the pen, but I'm not, Miss Mother, what's going on? I'm not listening to no motherfucking Nas though, bruh. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna throw that goddamn Jim Jones on before I throw Nas on in today's time. In 2025, I'm gonna, since I was a teenager, really, bro. You see what I'm saying? If I had to choose, I'm gonna throw Jim Jones on. Because Nas got one vibe. I don't wanna hear that slow ass shit, bro. That's me. I don't wanna hear that bullshit. I mean, it's cool. I don't wanna hear that shit though. You can't do nothing but sit down and think and drink coffee listening to Nas. That's it. Throw on Malcolm X. Throw on Martin Luther King when you listen to Nas. Man, come on, man. You riding around. Man, get on. Hell nah, man. You come on, man. I understand that nigga might don't want to party all the time and this and that, but me, if I had to listen to him in 2025, I'm gonna listen to Jim Jones over Nas. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. In 2025, I'm gonna listen to Jim Jones over Nas. So check it out. I don't know if y'all was rocking with me. Last year, I told this little story on a real authentic brother, true and chat. Man, eat blessing in town. It will become your way, and if you stay connected to God. Top of the morning time, top of the morning. Make sure y'all go subscribe and get behind the moderators and the members. Go subscribe to their channel and shit too, though. But I told a story. I was younger, right before I went to jail. I was walking around my cousin's apartments, and I had on all red, you know what I'm saying? And I might have had on the Cincinnati hat with the C on it, you know what I'm saying? But I think the bib on that jump was blue, or it was a Blue Jays hat. Anyway, so some little niggas pulled up, two short dudes and a tall dude. Pulled up, hat cocked deep to the left, so I could tell they were Crips and shit, though. That's when they was doing that's when they had just started doing the bandana hats and shit, right before I went to prison. The bandana hats, the bandana thermals and shit like that. So I'm walking. I'm kind of like walking on a little banister trying to really test my balance out. Not a balancer, but like a what do you call that little thing like in the apartments? A wall, fucking a wall. I'm walking on the top of the wall trying to test my balance out. But I'm giving them time to say something to me because I can tell they want to say some shit to me though. So finally the nigga said, hell no, my dog. Still, since yesterday. Shit like that. Nigga tell me, he say something about his dog. Basically trying to insinuate that I was trying to take a dog. I don't even like dogs. They just really wanted to say something to me because I had on all red though. So, long story short, we ended up having some words. We got into it that night. We ended up beating their ass. I called my niggas over there. We ended up beating their ass. So, this been 15 years now. That was 2010. It's 2025. So shit, yesterday, not yesterday. What was it? Wednesday, Thursday. I'm moving around. I'm out and about. I find me a little chill spot to smoke. You know what I'm saying? do my little thing. And how about I see old boy, another nigga, and two females. He look at me. I look at him. Man, y'all nigga look familiar. He looking at me like, damn, bro, look familiar. So we looking at each other now. He walking like he got it on his mind. I'm trying to see how the situation gonna play out. Because at the same time I just got here, I'm trying to finish my blunt. But in all though, it was a peaceful day. He ended up leaving. They left, it wasn't shit. I'm like, yeah, bro, that shit was 15 years ago, homie. What happened then. You really was in the wrong. Was on some too tough shit. This is not even a debate for me. It's okay to live was today, but when you are going to strive, another world when you bro, stay the same. That shit, yeah.
Time platinum, gold artist. I've seen it since 1997. Gone.
But everything ended on a good note with me and homeboy. I ran into this nigga. I be mentioning him on the podcast, you know what I'm saying, from South Memphis. From Trig. I was in the gas station today. And look up. The nigga was where I was at. Said he been in Denver. Like, bro, you don't remember me? Yeah, I thought I remembered you. Well, he sat back, he looked at me like, come on, bro. I know you remember me. Lil Leon, what's up with you? He was on the phone talking to one of his brothers and shit. And yeah, so I might have him on the podcast to talk about some of them South Memphis days. Trig Day. Shout out to me, John. Still looking to be a superstar warrior. He's still in the same success as about and all. I already lived their life. He looked up to him. Yeah, you right on it though. Jim Jones is trying to. It's like Jim Jones is. When it comes to that, I was just really speaking on the fact that when he's saying he putting out music right now, it's because they not putting out music. You know what I'm saying? They actually got more endeavors going on right now. They not 50, still relying on the bars. You know what I'm saying? Nas, like he said, Nas is super rich. Nas got his money with the Ring cameras and, you know, a lot of other endeavors. Then, you know, the Jay-Z's, the niggas from his era winning off of other things other than the music. You know, so it seems as though he still relies on the music to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference that I can see from what he got going on and what they got going on. For real. Y'all seen the shit that happened with Whack 100 and Freeway Ricky Ross? Him trying to call Freeway Ricky out on basically talking, saying something about an Ohio case that he didn't know about. Be sure to, I actually got to upload them interviews, upload them live performances too, but I didn't have my phone to continue the editing, so I just got my phone. So them just be dropping today. Tune in, don't tune me out. Recap on the live. Antoine Massey captured in New Orleans, in Holly Grove. He didn't go too far, probably with so much pressure, you know what I'm saying, on him, around the city and the state, though, that she probably couldn't get out. So hopefully he didn't get out here and commit too many other crimes. Hopefully he enjoyed himself. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he enjoyed himself as much as he could. Didn't make no babies. That wouldn't be the responsible shit, the responsible thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but hopefully that nigga enjoyed himself. He got his situation took care of, as far as trying to gain some more, like that same shit he was doing while he was in jail. I mean, when he first got out, like pleading his case, trying to get some awareness. Hopefully he was trying to, get in contact with the right people to get some awareness on it, like he was saying he was gonna do, because he kind of knew that he wasn't gonna last forever out here on the street. So hopefully he got that shit taken care of. Another thing I want to ask y'all could jump in the comments out after this one. When it comes to the first 48 episodes, what is one of the most heartbreaking episodes y'all have probably watched or heard about on there? First 48 episodes. What would you say one of the most heartbreaking episodes or just sad episodes that came through that program? Jim Jones versus Nas. Jim Jones versus Nas. I said I agree with Jim Jones when it comes to the more relevant, but the more I'm talking about it, I understand. Like I said, Jim Jones is, he don't want you rapping right now. True as smart and intelligent that you are, the street doesn't define you. You are. Keep up the great content, stay consistent and healthy. You always remember no weapon formed against you. And even better, Dick Cal, whenever he think he could challenge Nas. I hear you, yo. Nah, I ain't better than Cam, but you know what? It just comes from the standpoint that he's still making music and they ain't doing shit. And he trolling too, though. I can see that too. He trolling. He trolling. He trolling, man. So I had somebody hit me up the other day too, though, ask me about trying to get them a little interview. Your live performance, really though. I said, I'm gonna get this shit down pat. I'm gonna get it down pat. To where, that's what's going on over here on the podcast. This is my direction, y'all. Reactions, interviews, live performances, skits, story times. You gotta feed the ego. Yeah, you gotta feed the ego. Story time, man. I just wanna be that podcast or blogger who just got good content, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be doing one thing though, on some real shit. So that's what I'm on, man. So that's why I be doing this, doing that, but it's like it all makes sense because it's all, you know what I'm saying, content, man. I linked up with some niggas the other day. Got a vlog coming from the mound real soon. Got a vlog coming from the mound. Tapped in over there. Was on some peace rally type situation. So we chopped it up and got a little vlog coming though. Interview, vlog over there in the mound. Yeah. But Make sure y'all jump in the comment section on the post and let me know. Like I said, the most heartbreaking first 48 episode. But I'm out of here, y'all. Jumping back on later. For sure. I'm finna work on these little edits. Get these interviews uploaded. And yeah. Shit, yeah. Like, subscribe, share, like, subscribe, share, like, subscribe, share. Appreciate it, folks. Appreciate everybody that came through time. Miss Muffin. Straight to the point. Man, all the normals. All the new people. I'm out of here.